Well, hello there, folks. Welcome back to the C Morning Show, and it's actually the last morning show discussion.
Yes.
In 2024, where we will talk about a topic, and we're gonna explore it that could not be more perfect for the moment, which is self-compassion.
Absolutely, Ralphie. And as we reflect on the past year, many of us might feel a mix of emotions such as pride, regret, and maybe even pressure to do better and better. But what if we start the new year by being kinder to ourselves? So joining us today is Wuri Ardianingsih, educational psychologist who will share insights on self-compassion and welcoming 2025 with positivity and grace. So good morning, Wuri.
Hi, morning.
Good morning.
Happy last day of the year.
Yeah.
So now, Wuri, many of us on the last day of each year probably reflect back on what we have achieved, what we have done for the past year, but we forget, of course, sometimes, have we loved ourselves enough throughout the year? Why is it important, especially for our mental health, to really remind ourselves to be kinder to ourselves, to be love and self-compassion itself?
Yeah. Well, according to research, lots of research has found that self-compassion has a positive and strong relation with psychological well-being. So by being kind to ourselves, we can learn how to empathize to other people too. Because you know, we cannot pour from an empty cup, right? So if we can love ourselves better, we can accept different aspects of ourselves and see setback and failure as only one part of ourselves, not the whole personality. So being self-compassion can help us recognize between we made a bad mistake and not trapped into the mindset of we are a bad person, right? So that's very important to start the new year with this kind of mindset and spirit.
Yes, but I think that happens every year to a lot of people, right?
True.
At the end of the year,
Yeah.
you know, I'm gonna be better next year. There's a lot of resolution. I want to do this, do that. There's a lot of goals, but actually, how can we reflect on the end of the year without getting caught up in guilt or over criticism?
Yeah, well, actually, self-compassion is a balance between soft, gentle energy and also fierce and brave energy. So it's not stop with, okay, I love myself, I know I made mistake, that's all. Not that, but we also have this fierce energy that we can take next action. So what's next? So self-compassion can help us to foster self-awareness, but also growth, right? So it's not only self-awareness, but also growth. So it's also very important for us to have growth mindset as well. So to see that our behavior and our skills is changeable and we can move forward.
So actually, it's about breaking a pattern.
Yes, true.
Entering the new year, because sometimes we make mistakes, we forgive ourselves, but then it repeated again.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's time to like rewire the brain.
Yeah.
Right?
True.
And how can we actually break the cycle itself? Especially because, of course, it's a momentum. It's the end of the year. We're entering a new year. We're in this euphoria phase. Yes, we have
Start
that
new
spirit
to-do
starting
list.
Yep.
True.
Yeah.
But of course, how can we instill this on a daily basis? Because of course, we have our ups, we have our downs. There are certain, sometimes there are days that we just don't have that much energy to love ourselves sometimes.
Some days we just can't.
Yes, but how can we actually remind ourselves that no, this is something that we have to do on a daily basis?
Okay. I would say that we need to start from our mindset, from our mind. Start from the self-awareness, right? Be aware of what we think and what we feel. We can heal what we feel, okay? So be aware. Because sometimes when we have like not really good days, we can't even know what we actually feel. So first we feel, we aware, and then we allow. That's okay. Imperfection is the sign that we are perfectly human. So just allow ourselves to feel any emotion. And then we can start to understand, okay, what happened? Where does this come from? What does this emotion give message to us? What exactly made me angry? What is the trigger? Okay, so aware. allow, understand, and then we can learn to accept ourselves. So those steps, if we practice like maybe not daily, like most of the time, we can grow our ability to be more compassionate to ourselves. And other thing that I would say is important, but for some people it's not easy, including me, I'm still learning to do this, is set a healthy boundary. You know, saying no is also an act of compassion, not only for ourselves, but also for the people around us. Because we can communicate clear expectation about how we want to be treated and how we will treat other people. So saying no and accepting no from other people is also an act of compassion.
Yes, understanding the situation, putting yourself in other people's shoes
True,
as well.
true, yeah.
I mean, we get taught a lot to say no, but we didn't get taught to accept no
Yes.
from other people.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, that's a really good point.
Yeah.
So I want to ask, where does mindfulness take place? Where does the role of mindfulness take place in helping us practice self-compassion?
Well, I would say that mindfulness is the root of self-compassion. Mindfulness can help us to see clear, see the situation clear, see ourselves clear.
Yes.
And also it helps us to be grounded and calm during the storm. You know, during the storm, we cannot calm the storm, but we can calm ourselves until the storm passed.
Yes.
So mindfulness, I would say, is the root. And I learned a lot about mindfulness from the teaching of Zen Master Thich Nhat Hanh. One of the teaching that helped me during difficult times is his saying about no mud, no lotus. You know, in order for a lotus to grow,
Yes.
it needs the mud.
Yes.
So all the hardships that we experience is inevitable and it's necessary for ourselves, our life, to grow,
Yep.
to be better.
Yes, just like a diamond as well.
Yes.
It is created from a lot of pressure.
Yes.
But speaking of pressure, Ralphie, nowadays we find sometimes we also seek for the pressure, right?
We like the pressure.
We like the
sometimes.
pressure.
Yeah.
Through social media, we see all these
no.
updates of people achieving all these great stuff. They're living their best life, so it seems. But how can we actually understand what pressure is good for our growth, our motivation, or which one is actually toxic pressure?
Okay. I think if the pressure makes us afraid of doing something, so we take action from the energy of fear, it might not be good for us. But if the pressure can help us to move forward with the spirit of being better, I would say it's a good pressure, because just enough stress is important for us as well to help us to prepare for the next challenge, right? So again, be mindful, especially when we are scrolling on social media, right? Be mindful of what we think and what we feel when we see all those posts. Okay, what kind of posts that trigger some emotion, and where does that voice come from? Maybe it's not from us, but maybe it's from our parents or our grandparents. So be aware of what we think, what we feel, and what we do.
Because of course our parents also have expectations of us as well, and in the society. But how can we deal? Because sometimes, okay, we are so motivated, we want to achieve blah, 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 but then we do not have, sometimes it's all about momentum as well. It probably comes to luck as well. If we do not achieve all these things, but we have done all the best we can to do so. Because of course we will feel probably sad, demotivated.
But
Can we face
what
it?
should we do to not lose motivation at the same time as well?
Okay. Again, first, give yourself time to feel those unpleasant emotions when you experience failure or setback. But then again, reframe the word failure. Okay, having a growth mindset instead of a fixed mindset will be very helpful for us to move forward, to see that, okay, I did a mistake, Okay, so I can see what part of ourselves that need to be improved, what went well, what need to be improved. So we understand that the failure is only one part of a changeable behavior, not like the whole definition of ourselves. So by having that spirit, we know that we can change, right? We know that we can move forward. But on the other side, if we have fixed mindset, we will tend to, think that, okay, I'm bad, I'm not doing good, I'm not enough, I'm not worthy enough. So it will be very difficult for us to move forward positively, optimistically.
That is scary.
True. As a reminder, of course, it's a great reminder for us to start the new year, right?
Thank you very much. But I mean, there are a lot of tools that can help us to embrace self-compassion. And one of them is what we have right here.
Do share with us, Wuri.
Yeah, I have this Power Thought card. So it's a deck of cards that I usually give to my clients at the end of the session. So it's kind of positive affirmation card. So basically, you just can't choose one card randomly.
Okay, let's both choose one.
Right?
Okay, I'll
and then you
choose.
can read.
Okay.
So there are two sides.
Okay, there are two
This
sides.
is actually like a book, but it's in card version.
Yeah.
This is more
Yeah.
fun. I don't read books sometimes. Okay. Who wants to go
I'll
first?
take one.
Okay, we'll take one. Okay, we'll each read one
Yes.
affirmation.
Okay.
Starting from...
There are two sides. Do we read both sides?
Oh, up to you. But
Okay.
The first side is like the general idea, and the other side like the explanation.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll read the explanation first, and then I can read the general idea afterwards. Today, I give my best to which I do, knowing that when one experience is complete, I am led to even more fulfilling and rewarding experiences. My work is deeply fulfilling.
Yeah.
There you go. Our work
Perfect.
is deeply fulfilling.
Okay, is it my turn now?
Yes.
Okay, it's my turn. I am in the process of positive change.
Ooh, I love that.
Okay.
I am unfolding in fulfilling ways only good can come to me. I now express health, happiness, prosperity, and peace of mind.
Oh,
That's really good for New Year's
yes.
resolution.
Exactly.
And I was about to say,
Right?
it's so very you, Ralphie, and your resolutions.
Yeah, I was just talking to Sarah the other day about my goals in 2025, about it's gonna be a big change for me, and I've never had goals before. So this is actually a perfect momentum. Sign from the universe.
Yes, magic. It's magic. Well, what about you?
The magical things, usually when we take the card, most of the time it's related to our situation
Yeah.
right now. So I will read mine.
Okay.
All right. I can release the past and forgive everyone. Okay. I free myself and everyone in my life from old past hurts. They are free and I am free to move into new glorious experiences. Oh, that's really good.
That is
Wow,
really good.
great.
I mean, it relates to everyone as well,
Yes,
I think.
yeah, very-
Everyone has their past. Sometimes it's hard to let go of the
Yes.
past. But yeah, that is the mantra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
And a-
Release the past and embrace the future.
Yeah, perfect way as well to enter the new year.
Woo.
Yes.
Happy almost New Year, everyone.
Happy almost New Year. Well, thank you, Wuri, for the affirmation cards. Magical words indeed.
Oh, so is this yours? Can we like buy it anywhere?
Oh, well, you can buy it in Amazon.
Oh,
Okay.
I can buy it online.
Yeah.
Okay,
You can buy
perfect.
it online.
Perfect. But okay, for anyone who's trying to instill daily positivity and self-compassion starting tomorrow or probably starting tonight,
Yes.
what is the first step that they can do?
Yeah.
Probably they don't have the time yet to purchase anything online or
Okay.
Walk us through.
Okay.
This way.
First, again, I will say that we can start from our mindset.
Yes.
Remember that everyone deserves loving kindness, including ourselves, right? And self-acceptance is a lifelong journey. So just trust the process.
Trust the process.
Trust the process.
Trust
That's my mantra.
it will start tomorrow or tonight, but it will never end.
The sooner the better.
The sooner the better.
And start right here, right
Start
now.
right now. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Wuri, for being here on the C Morning Show. And once again, happy almost New Year.
Almost New
Yay!
Year,
Happy 31st
everyone.
of December.
Yes. And now we will be taking a break once again on the C Morning Show, but stay with us because after the break, Ralphie will be back with more stories from all around Indonesia.